Right, okay, welcome to another amazing live podcast from Lovers Records. You're joining us on the 5th of July, which is 20-something days before the next Tongduro2021. And we've got Steve here again, who you can probably see because he's taking up the whole screen. So welcome, Steve. I see you've got your Tongduro 2020 t-shirt on.
Yeah, we're I haven't quite got a sample yet of our new t-shirt, but
you've been wearing it in bed.
End of the week, yeah, I would have had it on otherwise, but yeah, still might have shrank a little bit, but
good lad. Right, well, I just want to go through so running over what was good about last year's event, what you're going to do for this year to sort of pimp it up a bit or jazz it up. And anything you need people to know about, well, you know, what's on and things like that. So from the top, tell us about Tongduro 2020, the second one.
Right. Okay. Where do we start? Well, we doubled in size from the previous year, as you know, anyway. So we went from 50 to, it was round about 100. Probably another 10. Well, by the time there's some sponsors, rides and stuff like that. So with that, we needed another race trail. So we went from 2 trails to 3. So went up in numbers, went up in trails, and went up in volunteers because more people, more trails, more races, more marshals. More people helping out, and we had this little thing called COVID to kind of contend with as well.
Oh yeah.
I've
heard about that.
I don't know. It's happening somewhere else at the moment, I think, but I'm not sure where.
So you were lucky really because the event was just sort of after lockdown. There was no restrictions on outdoor events.
Yeah.
So everyone was so desperate for an event of some kind that it was just the atmosphere was great, especially on Saturday night. So talk us through the Friday night.
Yeah. So Friday we had we opened up on the Friday and we intended to do that anyway, just to try and get people, because there's people coming from quite far here. There's people in the northeast, Cumbria and Manchester and like so. Quite a few of those guys and girls came across on the Friday night, and we had some music on by yourself and others.
Yeah, reggae theme, if I remember right.
Andy and Wig put on some tunes out there. So Friday night was really just get people in, let them have a bit of a walk over the tracks and stuff like that, and then have a bit of a relaxed kind of few beers and chill out and listen to some tunes. So yeah, to be honest, that's the intent for this year as well.
Yeah.
Friday night is all about just letting people who aren't local get down, get set up, chill out, have a few beers, probably have a bit of a mooch around the tracks, and yeah, just kind of get there.
Set up the tent, set up the campers, maybe have a barbecue, something. I'll put some tunes on. We've got. I'll tell you about the entertainment in a little while, but yeah, just get the vibe flowing, really.
Yeah, and probably helping us out with. We'll no doubt still be doing jobs trying to get things set up by then, so it's more. It's a disguised helping hands getting them down, but yeah, it's just.
So tell us about last year. Tell us about the Saturday, the racing. It pissed it down, didn't it?
We had COVID. So to be fair, it was, without going too much into the COVID thing, it was quite a big thing to manage. And when we look back now from where we are at the time, everything was kind of lifted, so there wasn't really any restrictions on event of outside. So we had to introduce the whole track and trace, taking details, had to have the sanitizer, temperature check.
You came up with track and trace, didn't you?
I invented it. Yeah, patented it. I think Boris kind of owes me something for that. But anyway, I won't blow my own on too much of that. So we did track and trace. Yeah, we did track and trace. So that was for the Saturday. It's quite a thing to manage because obviously it's new to everybody anyway. So along with the COVID thing, we had, I'll say, biblical rain.
Yeah, biblical. So I put some tunes on the field, and the wind just blew the needle I've never known that to happen anywhere before.
Do you not?
That's how windy it was.
Do you not get that in like the working men's clubs in Warrington and stuff like that from in
a different kind of wind.
Back in the day when you had the white telephone and that, and you were knocking the tunes out.
Yeah, we used to throw cabbages and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So the racing went well. Who won it last year?
The racing went well, and I can remember. So the morning wasn't too bad. So we had practice in the morning, which is standard format. So we have the track walk, a couple of hours first thing. Then we open it up for practice. Everybody who's practicing, getting to get the feel for the tracks and stuff like that. So it wasn't too bad. It was kind of reasonably dry. And then we had a break for lunch, and then the racing started. As soon as we broke kind of for lunch, it started to absolutely lash it down. So the racing was totally different because people have been practicing, trying to learn the tracks, and it just totally changed the afternoon. But I remember going down to see one of the marshals during the day and asked him to go up and get some lunch. And on the way back up, the heavens opened, and I stopped on one of the fire roads and just, I think I sat on my own for about a minute just thinking.
Did you cry?
I think I nearly did. It was kind of camouflaged by the rain. But
sorry to laugh.
What is going on here? And then I just thought, right, bollocks to it. It's just, it is what it is. Can't do anything about it. And to be honest, it turned out, because it was warm, everybody had a brilliant day. It kind of made it in the way. It was, people just thought, right, there's nothing we can do about this. We're soaking wet. Let's just get on with it. So, racing was brilliant. There was different category winners, of course, Horster winners, and a lot of kind of people who probably did better than what they expected to do. So
it was so wet and slippery.
Yeah, exactly. There's a few inches as well, mind. There's a few. I think there's a few visits to the A&E department the next day, but yeah.
But you're all prepared for that. You've got all St John's with the polos.
Rob, our first aid guy. We're well set up for that. So Saturday was good, brilliant. And then the night time we had to. It was kind of a decision on the moment to say, right, we can't stay down where we were during the day on the field. We had to move up to the nighttime area, the barn. But to be honest, it was brilliant.
So we started that off with Wilson's, which we were lucky to get, and they were just such a great act. Nobody knew about that.
Yeah.
They were brilliant, and then of course we had I think we had a bit of Andy again. Andy coming again this year.
Yeah.
Then Mozzie turned up, and I think they were probably the standout. At no disrespect to any of the others, but for me, I thought they were great. Mossy
were absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
And I think everybody was like, "Wow!" It was just, wasn't there?
And luckily they're coming again this year. They're our headline on Saturday night.
We booked them straight in, didn't we?
We did. So tell us about what you're doing different on the racing this year.
We have got another trail. So we've got 4. We've got 4 trails. 4 tracks.
Is it an easy trail?
They're not actually. I'm really happy with them. So the problem. I think it's more a good thing as well. What we can't do during the year, so I can't actually build the tracks or anything up until about 3 weeks before. So it's pretty redneck because Dave's the landowner. He has events on all year round. So if we were to build them 3 months ago, they'd be in bits now because they'd have had motocross bikes and rally cars and all that kind of stuff over it. So I've been up there the last couple of weeks. We've got some brilliant tracks that I need to finish off, tidying up and cleaning down. But we've got 4 tracks now, so it's not going to be easy. 4 tracks which have to be ridden twice. So fitness-wise,
a lot of riding.
That long, it's up and down that valley 8 times. So I can see people taking a bit of a break during the day. Listen to some tunes, probably grab a burger and that halfway through the racing. Because I think it's going to be a bit more demanding than what people expect. So, we've got 4 tracks.
From that perspective, you've got Vocation on again.
Yeah, brilliant. We've got Vocation back supporting us, which we're absolutely thankful for. Because everybody has fed back on the beer, and it speaks for itself, doesn't it? It's really, really good beer.
So you've got burgers.
We've got burgers.
coffee, pizza.
Pizza. What a selection, eh?
Combination. What more do you need?
Living the dream. What more
Living
could
the dream.
for? Bikes, beers, burgers.
Rad times, didn't you say? Is that what it says on the T-shirt?
Something like that. Yeah, so we've got some good caterers in actually. So some really good food coming along. We've got Alex from Kickback Coffee coming along again with his coffee, which is awesome. That wasn't meant to happen. That's the back door knocking there.
Tradesman's entrance. Yeah.
Don't know who that is.
You're not supposed to come round yet. All right, well, we'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
This is this entertainment schedule. It's loosely based on what we did last year. I'll put it up on the website. We've got brilliant Andy Hyde again, and myself on the Friday. We've got Wiggy on the Friday night. Saturday, I'm going to do a few games, sort of fairground type games. We've got the Tong Bowler.
Look at that.
So, yeah, the raffle.
Oof.
And then we're straight into a bit more of Andy. We've got a new act who are very popular, sort of play. They've been on America's Got Talent, Little Triggers they're called. I'll do an interview with them.
Mongolia's Got Talent.
Mongolia's Got Talent.
Yeah.
And then Mossy are coming back. And then we're going to just do the same sort of thing as we did last year, rotate the bands. Just get drunk and see how it goes.
Yeah, totally. And there is we're seeing there's going to be a lot of games and stuff, and obviously what we want to do is get as many people involved, get the kids involved, get them helping out in all the games, all the everything that we can do in and around the day. So it's for everybody really. It's a bike event, but it's targeted at people just coming along and having a good day. Get some local people involved who don't know anything about bikes, who aren't interested in bikes, but just have a good day, get some good music on and chill out.
Good. Right. So looking forward to it.
At the door, should I?
See you in a couple of weeks. You get that door. See you later, mate.
Right. Cheers, James.
Bye now.